Guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Maureen Wainaina, and today we have one of the most loved brides. I don't know whether you can start guessing who. She has her photos have the most liked photos. Her wedding was super goals, and oh my god, she's a drop dead gorgeous lady. Today she's going to tell us, she's going to take us through her journey. We would like to know not just about her wedding, but her entire journey from the time that she met her spouse, how did that lead into planning her wedding, and how did she plan her wedding, what was the result of her wedding, and all that. None other than drum rolls. Karibu sana, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Oh my God, the introduction. My name is Joy Mathenge.
Yes.
I'm married to Paul Mathenge. We are blessed with one child. She's called Shana. She's so bubbly. She looks like a daddy.
She's
and
so
a touch
pretty.
of a mommy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a business lady. I run an events company whereby we plan for events. We provide decor, we provide tents, we provide flowers, we provide seats, we provide tables. Yeah, basically that.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's amazing. Before we get to that, because now my team is always inquiring on where did she get this. Please ask her who did this for her.
Yeah.
Now I can see why the wedding was so perfect, because you are so dug in it. Yeah. So
Thank you.
this lucky man, how did he propose, or how did you meet? Tell us about your juicy story.
I met my husband back in 2011. We were workmates.
Okay.
We were working in the same company. And at the time, it was just a workmate. We were not even friends. We were nothing. We were just workmates.
Okay.
So 2011, 2012, 2013, we were just workmates. And then 2014, he asked me out.
Wow.
So he requested to take me out for lunch. And I said, why not?
Now, you said you were colleagues.
Yeah.
So when you were in the office, were you sensing some move? Were you also eyeing him in some type of way? You know, the way you can be thinking, hey, I have so many colleagues, but this one, anaweza. Or...
Not really. My husband is kind of quiet, and is introverted, and I'm extroverted.
Okay.
So I never thought Paul would be my husband, honestly, because he's so quiet.
Okay.
He's so quiet. He's in IT.
Okay.
And IT guys, they're just on the laptop, and they're just so serious.
Yeah.
So he's not that type of, extroverted person.
That you can read,
yes,
like he's
yes.
trying to do mistari.
Yes. So I never saw it coming at all.
Okay.
So when he asked me out, it caught me by a very big surprise.
Wow.
And I said, why not? In fact, I remember that day I called my sister and I told my sister, there's a guy, my workmate in the office, he's asked me out. I don't know what really he wants. Let me just go and hear him out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we went for lunch a certain Sunday. And I remember the first thing he told me was, I am actually looking for a wife. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I want to make you my wife.
If you're trying to play around with me, girl, hit the road. The earlier the better. Wow.
Yeah. So honestly, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't see it coming. Because, and maybe just to mention, I'd lost my sister the same year. My sister and the hubby. So I was kind of mourning. So I was not ready for a relationship. Okay. So I told him, right now I don't want to commit on anything because I'm still mourning my sister and I don't want to hurt you in the process.
Yeah.
So if probably you could give me time, I give myself time, at least I heal. And then maybe with time, I will have maybe a room for you.
Yeah.
So, but for now, I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
We can be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends. We can be friends.
Yeah.
So he told me he's ready to wait. he'll give me time to heal, and he'll be there if I need a friend. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was our first date. And then the next Sunday, he also asked for out.
Okay.
He requested to take me for lunch.
Okay.
And I was like, why not? I enjoy this company, so let's do this.
Yeah.
We went out, we had our lunch, good company. I forgot to say, the second date, he came with flowers.
Oh, wow. He's such a romantic man.
Yeah, he came with flowers, and I was like, oh my God, where is this leading to?
I know.
I took the flowers, definitely, and
Yeah.
was happy. And for sure, the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long
yeah.
did you date before you got to the proposing part? You know, these days people they can date even a week.
Yeah.
I'm told that if a man knows you're the one,
Yeah.
he doesn't hesitate. Hata
Yeah.
wewe kumwambia morning, he
Yeah.
still came the next
Yeah,
Sunday.
the next Sunday. So
Yeah.
we dated for 3 years.
Wow, that's
He
nice.
proposed the third year.
That's
Yeah.
good. At least you got to know each other.
Yeah, I got to know him.
Yeah, that's a problem
And
people
yeah,
are making.
yes. At least we had enough time to know each other.
Yes.
And he's so kind. He used to treat me like a lady. Even now he does that.
Yeah.
It's not that he stopped. He
Yeah.
still treats me like a lady. But one thing that stood out is the fact that he's God-fearing.
Wow.
And he put God first. And yeah, everything was able to flow.
That's
I didn't struggle. He didn't struggle. It was just okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he proposed.
Yes.
And then we got to the grand wedding here, Maswali. I keep on being asked, where did I get this and this?
Yeah.
Tell us how you planned your wedding after the proposal.
So he loves fine things.
Yeah.
So he told me, now that I've proposed, let's go look for our rings.
Wow.
And I think he kind of knew what he wanted.
Wow.
You know, he just didn't want to walk in a shop and just pick something, anything. But I think he was so particular because he loves nice things.
Okay.
So he told me, because of course, you know, these nice things comes with a price. Let's go start shopping for our rings.
Yeah.
So when he proposed, and I think the next weekend we went out, looked for our rings. We settled, and and now the good thing is that company that we bought the ring from, they allow paying in installments. So we started paying pole pole. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So came to the wedding planning. So you started the wedding planning journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are the challenges that you incurred throughout your process when you are planning for your wedding? From the events, from finding the maids' attires, your gown. Just tell us.
So I also love fine things, and I was so particular. I knew what I wanted. So like if I can talk of the gown, I knew what I wanted.
Yes.
Like in my head, I knew this is what I want. And I remember I'd come across White Rose Bridal on Facebook.
Yes.
And then you guys had posted a very beautiful gown, and was like, wow, I think if these guys, and I talked to them, I asked them, do you customize? And they said yes. So I knew this is it. So I visited the bridal shop, and I gave them the details of what I want. From, I think I had like a sample of like 5 gowns.
Yes.
And I explained to Maureen, to you.
Oh my God, the journey. Hey, the journey.
You know, I have 5 different gowns, and I want you to make one gown out of these 5.
I know.
And yeah, I think our meeting lasted for like a whole afternoon.
Yes.
I'm sure I gave you a lot of stress, but at the end of it all, I was happy.
Yeah.
You really executed the everything that I wanted, and my dress was so beautiful. Honestly, I've even hired it out.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. And then we also started shopping for looking for the grounds. We were so open, anywhere we'll get a nice ground. So we were looking in Kiambu Road, in Karen, and it took us a while because most of the grounds, when our wedding was in December, and December is normally, like grounds are booked. So people book so early.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. In a span of, for someone who's planning their wedding right now, can you break down into, did you get into, okay, you started early, you might not have got challenges in maybe you want to book something and you're told the date is taken or something. If yours went smoothly because you started early, how early is early when you're planning? Like from the ground, how early should you book grounds for your wedding? What should you look for when you're booking for grounds? I hear people can book a ground when it's sunny and then on the wedding day it rains and it's so flooded. So take us through that.
So honestly, I wouldn't say mine was smooth also, even if I started early, because I booked my grounds in June and our wedding was in December.
For 6 months to the wedding.
So most of the grounds actually in Karen were booked for that day.
Wow.
So when I landed to these grounds, it's called Elishama grounds in Karen, and it's big, it was beautiful. I said, why not? I'm not searching for grounds again. So I paid for deposit, and that was it. So we planned for our wedding for 1 year.
Wow.
1 year. Okay, let me say, I'll say 1 year because we went to look for our rings immediately after. I got engaged in December 2017, and then my husband asked me, let's start shopping for our rings.
Yes.
So now we started shopping for our rings the next weekend. That means that was a whole 1 year.
Yeah, true.
And honestly, I wouldn't say 1 year is a lot of time.
It's not. And find things take time.
Exactly. Find things takes time. If you're so particular on what you want, then you need time to plan. True. And also it saves you a lot of, maybe a lot of, you can save a lot of money. Because you'll be paying pole. It won't really be so much. It won't strain you so much. So it's good to pay pole. And if you're really particular on what you want, it's good to give yourself time. Okay. So even my bridesmaids, I'd look for a dress that I would like them to wear. My groomsmen. It was not so tough, but if you want something beautiful for your big day, you have to give yourself time. Enough time.
How long did you give the bridal team to have, the bridal team, it's supposed to do the attires for themselves, like they're supposed to pay for themselves. How long did you give them to have paid commitment or deposits and things like that?
So my bride, most of them, my bridal team, I had a bridal team in during my Rurasho. So most of the girls that were in my Rurasho are the same girls that were in my wedding. So immediately after Rurasho, they knew the wedding is coming. So and the same, we used one fundi. And so after Rurasho, they started paying for the wedding. And it was no stress at all, because every month maybe you give like 2,000, 1,000, whatever you get.
Wow. Wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
So came the wedding day. I understand that during the wedding planning process, you are giving deposits here and there, and there. So come the wedding day, you are supposed to have completed everything, or some others you're supposed to pay the actual day of the wedding. So did you get any disappointment out of that? We are trying, we are trying to help someone who's trying to plan early and is thinking, I'm parting with my money so early. How about if this person will not execute,
Okay. So most of the service providers that I used, I had worked with them before. Like the photographer, Mushiri Frames, is so good. So I had worked with him before. He did my Rurasho, he did my Itara, So I knew definitely wouldn't disappoint. And most of the providers ask for 80%, 90%. And the fact that I'd worked with them before, most of them, I had so much trust on them. So some of them had paid them in full. You know, I definitely knew they're going to deliver.
Yeah.
So I paid them in full.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few service providers that were supposed to be paid like the remaining amount on the day of the event, like the the entertainers, you know, they asked for like I think it's their policy, they asked for like half, and then I just trusted them because I'd worked with them before, so I knew definitely they wouldn't disappoint.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Wow.
In fact, they went over and above. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So what is the most memorable moment? You know, your wedding was so beautiful from the decor, you know, to
Thank you.
It had perfection in the way you picked your vendors. Can you tell us what is your most favorite moment of the wedding, or your most memorable moment during your day?
I know maybe my most memorable would be when I said I do, but if I pick on maybe providers, my highlight was the decor. You know, when I was leaving where I was coming from, going to the church, I realized the vehicles that were supposed to be on the lineup were not there. And I knew there's something, not all of them, some. And I knew there's something wrong. And I was actually so stressed because no one could tell me what is happening. So when I got to the venue and I saw the decor, oh my God.
You know, it's the first thing you see when you walk in.
Yes. So I was so relieved. I forgot about everything. I knew my wedding is going to be beautiful, but honestly, they went over and above. They outdid themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think the decor really wiped my tears. I would say that. It was so beautiful, honestly. Those who have seen the photos, maybe. Okay, most people have told me it was beautiful, and I can agree to that.
It really was. That's why you're here, because of the so many DMs that I keep on answering.
Thank you.
Now, talking about a beautiful wedding, they say Rome was not built in a day. And you have said that you took a whole entire year planning for your wedding. So we can say that, was it easy for you? Was the process easy for you? How was the process towards planning this?
Honestly, I would say it was easy because I came to realize that's when I after my wedding, that's when I realized I need to venture into events.
Yes.
Because I realized it's passion.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed planning it. I didn't have issues calling service providers, how far are you guys, you know, meeting them and telling them this is what I want for my wedding, and looking for grounds, looking for, you know, I really enjoyed planning my wedding, and I realized it's passion. That's when now I decided, let me start my events company. It was, to me, I know so many people find it so hard, running up and about and all that, but to me, honestly, it was easy.
Okay.
That's why people look for planners, because they don't want to go through all that stress. But me, I didn't mind. I didn't mind choosing the you know, like the my theme wedding. I mean the theme of the wedding. Like this the color of the. I want my flowers to be like this. I want this kind of arrangement. I want my seats to be arranged like. It wasn't stress at all.
Wow.
And then that's when now I realized this is something.
That is passion, because the stories I have heard from people, they're like, weddings are stressful.
Yes,
I will never repeat my wedding. And the first thing that when I saw you today, you told me if I was given a chance to do it again, I will do it even more better than it was. You know, now that is where passion comes. That's how you differentiate someone who has passion and someone who is doing business. Who is doing it for business and someone who is doing it to make money or because others are doing it. You know, people are so different. Now your wedding is done. And now you are a wife. Umeingia kwako. You're trying to make a home. You have not lived with a man before. So what are the things that really surprised you, you know? In the fact that now this is all different, or how did you do it differently? How is marriage now? What are the challenges? What are the ups and downs? How do you spice up and all that?
Well, marriage is beautiful, honestly.
Mhm.
It is beautiful. And the fact that I got married to my best friend,
Yes.
someone that understands me,
Mhm.
someone that laughs with me, you know, yeah. So marriage is beautiful.
Mhm.
And honestly, what I really miss
Mhm.
so much is the fact that before I got married, I could get to the house
Mhm.
from work,
Yeah.
eat bread and milk, and sleep. But now, and that is it. And but
Yeah,
now I
true.
have to wake up
Yeah.
early, you know,
Mhm.
prepare a meal for my husband.
Yes.
You know, a proper meal
Yeah.
for breakfast,
Mhm.
not just you know, bread and what.
Mhm.
I have to prepare a proper meal.
Yeah.
I have to make lunch for him. I have
Mhm.
to make dinner for him.
Yeah.
And remember, men are treated like babies.
Yes.
So I now have my firstborn who I'm
Yes.
supposed to really take care of him.
Uh-huh.
And things really change.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Yeah.
the woman in the house. You have to, you're not treating him like your roommate.
Mhm. Yeah,
You're
true.
treating him like your husband. He's not a roommate where you expect him. Now today, if he volunteers to cook, why not?
Yeah.
You know, he actually cooks good food.
Mhm.
But
it's not a competition like I
it's not
cooked
a
yesterday, my
yes,
friend, you're cooking
yeah.
tomorrow.
So I have to be on my toes. Like
Yeah.
I need to know
Mhm.
I am making 3 meals a day for
Mhm.
this person. I have
sure.
to, you know, do
True.
1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
So things really change.
Yeah.
When you're planning to get married, be ready,
Yeah.
you know, to become a wife, you know, and
For sure.
your single life inaishia hapo,
Yeah.
that day,
True.
that day of the wedding.
Yeah.
So you're starting a new life.
The minute you say I do.
And I want to say I do, that's it.
Yeah.
So things really change.
Mhm.
And I think it's just so natural.
Yeah.
Things just flow.
Mhm.
You know you're the one to cook, you're the one to do 1, 2, 3, you know, to clean the house, to do
To groom him.
exactly. So
Yeah.
things really change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. He's a good man. Yeah. Yeah.
So life really changes when you're married, because
Yeah.
it's not about eating that bread. Me myself, I was eating gumu and
Yeah.
juice,
Yeah.
and you hit the bed with a Netflix or a movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So now comes that's your first baby. Now comes your second baby.
Yes.
How was it as a mama here? Sometimes it's all different. You
Yeah.
find others to be.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You find others. How was it now?
So my second baby, who happens to be a honeymoon baby,
Oh wow!
she checked in like immediately. She
Yeah.
was like, "Mommy and Daddy, I am enjoying your world. I want in."
Yeah.
So she just came
Mhm.
immediately. In fact, she came 9 months
Wow.
after our wedding.
Wow.
So she was a honeymoon baby,
Mhm.
and she's such a blessing to us.
Mhm.
Life definitely transitioning from, you know, from a girl to a woman and now a mother.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful experience.
Wow.
Honestly, you know, being called a mom, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you get to learn about so many things. So yeah, I'm proud being a mom. She makes me happy, and it's such a beautiful experience to see her walk around the house making noise. And yeah,
And
I'm
a blessing,
enjoying. Yeah.
because we not everyone is called a mom.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you.
We should be given certificates for that.
I know.